Well, the Oscars celebrate the best movies ever made and the people who helped bring them to the screen.
So in preparation for the Academy Awards, Turner Classic Movies has kicked off its annual 31 Days of Oscar.
It is a month-long festival that features films that have either been nominated or awarded the best in their categories. So take a look at some of the ones that they've highlighted.
Shouldn't let something like that spoil your fun, you know?
Why do you always have to hide what you feel?
I wished I could think of something to say.
Rosebud. You're willing to fight for our people, I watch. Are you with me?
But that must turn me champion of the world.
Either I'm dead right or I'm crazy.
Wow.
Nice. It makes me just want to go home and watch a bunch of movies to catch up. Okay, Alicia, Malone and Dave Karger are joining us now to take a look back at some of the best.
Absolutely. Hi, guys. How are you? Thanks for being with us.
Hi,
thanks so much.
Thanks for having us.
All right, so we're going to start off with probably one of the most iconic and classic movies, Casablanca. Can we take a look?
Casablanca, city of hope and despair, located in French Morocco in North Africa. The meeting place of adventurers, fugitives, criminals, refugees lured into this danger-swept oasis by the hope of escape to the Americas. But they're all trapped, for there is no escape. Against this fascinating background is woven the story of an imperishable love and the enthralling saga of 6 desperate people, each in Casablanca to keep an appointment with destiny.
I was willing to shoot Captain Ryan.
Wow. Well, there you have it.
All right, so tell us a little bit about Casablanca, and of course, obviously this one would make your list, right?
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah.
It's the movie that has been shown the most on TCM, first of all. It's also, I think, line for line, the most quotable movie of all time. If you watch it this month on TCM, you'll be like, oh, that's where I'm shocked comes from, or this could be the beginning of a beautiful friendship. So many lines that you've heard, and you might not even know where they're from. Well, they're from Casablanca.
It's always so much fun to introduce this movie to people who've never seen it, because they know so much about it from pop culture. Like you were saying, all the quotable lines. We'll always have Paris. But then you watch the film, and the dialogue, the way it's written, the story, it's got romance, it's got intrigue, it's got Nazis, it's got Humphrey Bogart, Ingrid Bergman, beautiful love story, so it really does have everything.
Well, what it doesn't have is Dustin Hoffman and Meryl Streep in Kramer versus Kramer. Can we take a look at that?
Columbia Pictures presents Dustin Hoffman and Meryl Streep in Kramer versus Kramer.
I just gotta call the office before they go. Joe, you're gonna be real proud of me.
I'm leaving you.
Was this some kind of joke?
Ooh, I remember that one.
All right, tell us a little bit about this one.
Well, this is one of these great dramas that Dustin Hoffman was in, and Meryl Streep, like you saw, and Meryl Streep really plays the villain, a mother who leaves her child, which was really shocking at the time, and I know Meryl Streep wanted to add more humanity to her character than as it was portrayed in the book and the original script. But I love the fact that we're playing Kramer versus Kramer on Valentine's Day as part of a double feature of favourite movie divorces along with Dodsworth. So it's a great movie if you're not into Valentine's Day, which I am not.
And Justin Henry was 8 years old, the son, and when he got nominated for an Oscar, he was the youngest person ever to be nominated at the time.
Oh my God, that's incredible.
All right, another one, people will think of Marlon Brando, but let's take a look at a clip from A Streetcar Named Desire.
This is the story of a woman, Blanche Dubois, who wanted so much to stay a lady. A vivid, vibrant, exciting story, because every searching chapter was written by men. Men who taught her to trust and to hope, to love and to hate. The youth who brought remembrance of yesterday. The man who was willing to take her out of the dark alleys of New Orleans. The brute who lied and cheated, who promised everything, gave nothing.
Don't you ever talk that way to me. Disgusting, vulgar, greasy. Who do you think you are, a couple of queens or something?
Wow, that's, you know, and again, all of these films, they seem to have stood the test of time, right?
Absolutely, particularly Streetcar. This is one of just the great classic film melodramas, capital A acting. We're showing it on February 17th along with the movie Network, and what they have in common is that those are the only 2 movies that have ever won 3 acting Oscars. So Vivian Leigh, Kim Hunter, and Karl Malden all won Oscars for acting for Streetcar. That, I guess to say, only happened one other time.
Wow.
And like you said, Marlon Brando is incredible in this film, and it remains quite shocking because of the violence, particularly towards women. So it's kind of hard to watch, but it's all for a purpose, talking about masculinity.
Oh, okay. And then another one that we all, I think, had to watch in school, but certainly has stood the test of time. Let's take a look at the clip from 12 Angry Men.
12 men with the smell of violent death in their nostrils.
What's the matter with you guys? You're letting them slip through our fingers.
Slip through our fingers? Are you his executioner?
You cut it.
Ever since you walked into this room, you've been acting like a self-appointed public avenger.
Shut up.
You're a sadist.
12 men turned into 12 clawing animals.
Wow.
That's all about personalities, right?
Yeah, so many great actors in this film. I love Jack Lemmon, and it's one of these movies that I enjoy, which is a self-contained film, so much taking place in the one room, the one situation, a very pressure cooker situation. We're playing this on February 20 as part of a courtroom drama, and it is one of the great courtroom dramas.
And I just love talkie movies, and this is one of the best talkie films of all time. And by the way, Kara, I love that you got to watch that in school. I wish I had your teacher.
Yeah. I think maybe it was senior year or college, but it was definitely talking about consensus building or lack thereof.
Great.
All right, we're going back to 1937 to see one of the editions of A Star is Born.
Unforgettable scenes of drama, intimate secrets in the lives of the great, bold revelations of how screen careers are ruined, come to light in Selznick International's Technicolor production, A Star is Born. The rich human interest story of Hollywood is filled with happiness and despair, joy and tragedy, a crazy quilt of madness, sanity, laughter and tears, the desperate struggle to reach the top and the battle to remain there. Selznick International brings you Janet Gaynor.
All right, tell us a little bit about that one.
Well, that's the first of the 4 Stars Born movies, the one that you just showed with Janet Gaynor. The second one was Judy Garland in the 50s, Barbra Streisand in the 70s, and now the new one. A lot of critics think the Janet Gaynor one is the best. We're showing that version and the 1950s Judy Garland version the night before the Oscars, so on February 23rd.
Yeah, my favorite is this Janet Gaynor version, Technicolor. It's beautiful, and it has that great story that remains timeless, the rise of one star, the fall of another.
Well, we want to thank you both for being with us, and we look forward to the 31 days of Oscar. It looks fantastic.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Our pleasure.
Sends a lot of popcorn in our future. All right, you'll find the classic movies you know and love on 31 Days of Oscar, airing now on the Turner Classic Movies channel.